they've made it official Thursday. Their players are now going to be able to get paid, will be eligible to get paid for business ventures moving
Hmm.
forward.
I like that, man. I
I mean,
like that.
first things first. The top college players have been getting paid in college.
Yeah.
Like,
Under the
like,
table.
but I mean, they've been like I heard. I was listening to a podcast earlier this week. Johnny Manziel was talking about he was taking home $30,000 a week. He just went to a little room, signed a bunch of stuff, took his money, and kept it moving. Like they've
Yep.
been getting paid. Now, I think. I mean, look. I mean, my personal opinion, NCAA is on that antebellum that antebellum economy. You know what I mean? Where
But you gotta remember, all the best players are from the South, and that's all the best teams are in the South.
I know.
So all those people who run the college football are from the South, so they
Yeah,
go.
that's very true. That's very true. That's where all the money is, and they got that mentality where they calling them they're calling it amateur athletics, but I mean,
It's not amateur
there ain't
athletics.
nothing amateur about a business that generates hundreds of millions of dollars per year. There ain't nothing amateur about it. The only thing amateur is the fact that you want to give all the money to the coaches, but you don't want to pay the players. And by the way, they're still not paying the players. Like they're
Nope.
still not paying the players. They're just letting the players get paid on their own. But fortunately, we won't see any more situations like we won't have to see any more situations like Peter Warwick and Lavernius Coles, what they got into when they were at
Oh
Florida State.
yeah.
You won't get any more situations like Reggie Bush. You won't get any more situations like Maurice Claret. Just guys getting, guys having their livelihood threatened because they're just trying to make a little bit of money. Meanwhile,
Yeah.
they're seeing people wearing their jerseys on the street and they eating ramen noodles. So
Those are facts. That's
listen,
facts.
and the only reason why the NCAA is doing this is because the NBA is going to take away. There's a number of reasons why, but the NBA is going to take away the 1 year requirement for basketball players, and now top level prospects aren't going to D1 schools anymore because they don't have to go to D1 schools anymore to get drafted. LaMelo Ball went to Australia. RJ Hampton went to Australia. Guys are going to the G League, taking a year off. I'm just going to go to the G League now. So this is actually the NCAA is actually trying to keep guys in school by letting them make money like this. And also, I think at some point, a player would have sued the pants off the NCAA, and would have forced their hand. So, hey man, it's good to see them making money off their life instead of the school being the only beneficiary.
Mhm.
Talk to me, Quinte.
I like it because some of these players need to get paid because some players you're great in college and you're trash in the pros.
Jimmer
And
Fredette.
and Danny Warfel, Ken
Yeah.
Dorsey. You gotta think of all the players who got raped in
Adam
college.
Morrison.
Yes, who it was great in college. They should have got paid, so they'd have been okay
Hmm.
if they didn't make it to the league. And also with the XFL popping back off, think about it. They can go to XFL and get a big contract and keep their sponsorship and keep it rolling. They still get paid to have a 5-10 year career in XFL or going
Hey.
to Canadian Football League.
Mm.
And so that's
Yeah,
what people don't understand because it's players that who's not going to make it to the league, the NFL. They still can make it to Canadian Football League or the XFL.
hmm.
People still want to watch it because those are good players. They're going to watch it because the the product on the field is going to get better because even though these players are not 6'4", 250, they might be 5'11". Come on now, these dudes still can play. You understand what I'm saying? I feel as though that's a great move, and I like what the quarterback from did. He signed to something right now, and he's trying to get all his team members to get paid too, along
Hmm.
with him. And I think that's the way to go. And that's how you make the deal, make it good. Because there's something. Because he was explaining how some players they live off the stipend they get, but they got
Hmm.
to give. $500 back to the family.
Exactly.
They leave you.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so it's like you need to pay the players, dude. If the football team and the basketball team making the most money from the university, they need to get broke off, man. I'm sorry.
You bring up a great point because
I was going to pose the question. By the way, shout out to Carnell World in the comment section.
it's good.
How much do you think that colleges make off of games if they have a superstar?
A lot.
Yes, much more than the scholarship they're giving that player.
All right, look at Nick Saban. Nick Saban is making what, $15 million a year, $20 million a year, and take Tua year before last Tua. No, take the white boy who got drafted this year.
Mac
Think
Jones.
of all Mac Jones and the wide receivers made for him this season. By ticket sales alone, by boosters giving money, all of this stuff. The university makes so much, and don't forget the university. Alabama is known for this. They pay lesser teams to play them.
Yep.
Them.
They do.
They do. They pay lesser teams to pay them. Like, all right, say we all went to Bethune-Cookman University. They go to Bethune-Cookman, we're going to give you $10 million so we can whoop your ass real quick. And y'all get some revenue. And think about it. They get all the money from the TV sales and everything, all the merch and everything. You know how many kids walk around with number 10 jersey? That's what's called jersey. How many people walk around with a 13 jersey? That's Tua's jersey.
I mean, look, Alabama makes more money than some NFL teams. So, you know, and also there are certain players, you know, they may not be stars in the league. They may have a career where they're bouncing around from, you know, country to country or league to league, but they may be stars in college. So you may be in a position where you can make maybe $250,000 a year as a college football athlete, but as a pro, you may be in the CFL. You know what I'm saying? Making $50,000 a year. So your college years may be your best opportunity to actually maximize your earning potential. And also, you're exposing mostly, you're talking about football and basketball, you're exposing a lot of young black athletes to economics early and how to understand the game and how to maximize your potential. And now you're making money, but you're making a lot of money and you're in college. How do you best set yourself up? Because, like, let's say you play for Duke, you're the last man on Duke. You're getting someone's gonna sponsor you. You're the last man on Duke, you're the last man on North Carolina, you're the last man, you know, wherever. I'm talking about basketball, Kentucky. Someone's gonna break you off with something, right? So you're kind of getting a business lesson in real time as well, and beginning to understand how does the market value me. Because Zion, if they would have allowed this, Zion would have been a millionaire in college.
That's true.
Easy.
Shoot, bump that. Talk about Vince Young and Reggie Bush.
Yeah, they need to give Reggie his trophy back.
I think they just did.
Yeah, I thought they had a discussion. I don't think they did it just yet, but like, to be honest, back then I wasn't really big on NCAA football, but everybody knew who Reggie Bush was. Everybody was walking around with a Reggie Bush jersey, and to hear that he wasn't getting paid for that.
Yeah.
That's
what's
crazy.
his name? Johnny Manziel, Money Manziel.
Yep.
He would have been he was already box office in college. He would have gotten broken off something ridiculous when he was in college. You know what I'm saying?
Tim Tebow, Percy Harvin.
So all of a sudden, you ain't too. I mean, of course, you want to make it to the NFL and make more money, but all of a sudden, you got enough money where you can pay your mom's rent. You know what I'm saying? You can make sure that your family's taken care of. You know, all that economic pressure that's on a lot of these guys, all of a sudden, they don't have to worry about that quite as much, and they can just go out there and play ball. You ain't gotta be, 235 running a 4.40 eating top ramen every day.
I see Carnell talk about Brandon Wheaton in the chat. I could have sworn Brandon Wheaton played baseball at one point. and end up going back to school. Don't quote me on that.
I know Chris Wenke was like about 27, 28 when he came into the
They were
league.
28 years old, man.
Yeah. Oh, what's his name? Drew Stanton, right? Played quarterback at Michigan, then played baseball for a couple years and became a backup in the league when he was like 20, maybe 27 or so.
That's interesting. Now I kind of want to go back to school so I can make me some money. I'm about to turn 30. I could be a star, and I could be a star for like 2 years. Cash in a $50,000 deal.
But you're gonna be 30. You're gonna be 30 years old in college trying to make money.
Yeah.
You're gonna do.
If I'm putting asses in them seats, why not?
You're gonna get sponsored by Gold Bond Powder and and Ben Gay.
Hey, I take it. Hey, if Viagra came to me and said, "Hey, you want to sponsor us?" I said, "Fine, fuck it, I'll do it."
Nah, for the bay. Nah, for the bay. Nah, we don't care what you said. Nah, for the bay. Nah, for the bay. Nah, for the bay. Nah, we ain't hearing what you say. Nah, for the bay. Fire!